think. Okay. Well, I figured that we would just do a gentle flow. Like I said, all levels. I will offer modifications, and if anything doesn't ever feel right, you're welcome to rest in child's pose or lie on your back or practice deep breathing or do whatever feels good for you. For today's practice, I have us starting in Balasana, child's pose, knees wide, big toes together, starting at the backs of our mat. Crown of your head can rest towards the floor. If you have a mat, I guess that's something with me. Your arms can stretch straight out in front of you. Point your fingers are parallel. And if this is too much of a stretch in your upper back, bring weight into your hands, sliding them closer to your body, allowing your full forearm to rest on the mat. Take a few minutes here to just settle into your natural breath, letting your ribs expand, and letting your exhale soften your whole body. As things begin to loosen up, deepen your breath, intentionally drawing the inhales further into your abdomen, lengthening your exhales. For your next inhale, try to expand your ribs as far as they go. And as you exhale, press your sit bones closer to your heels. Reach through your fingertips. One more, just like that. As you inhale, prop up onto your fingertips, walking your hands over to the left, moving your sternum to or toward your left knee. Inhale, walk your fingertips out further. Exhale, press into your right sit bone. Should feel a deep stretch through your whole right side body. Lengthening the space between your ribs, up into your shoulders, down to your sides. Inhale, walk back through center, holding for the exhale. And then inhale, walking your hands over to the right, moving your sternum to or towards your right knee. Inhale, crawling the fingers out. Exhale, press into your left sit bone. Inhale, walk back through center and rise up to tabletop position. Scooting your knees under your hips and walking your hands just in front of shoulder line. Point your fingers still parallel. If this is uncomfortable for your wrist, you can do a closed fist position, or if you have dumbbells or anything else that you could drop on the floor, you're welcome to use those too. You're gonna move through a couple of cat-cows. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your head, lift your gaze. Exhale to cat, round your back, tuck your tailbone and your chin. Inhale, cow, drop the belly. Exhale to cat. Moving through 2 or 3 more at your breath, with your breath at your pace. And inhale, coming back to center. Nice flat back. Draw the shoulders down away from your ears. Try to slide your shoulder blades down your spine line. Kick your right toes back. All 5 toes are pressed under. Still trying to maintain a level back, left to right. Inhale, Fill up. Exhale, press back through your heel. Deep calf stretch here. Any amount that's comfortable. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, back through your right heel. Inhale, back to neutral. Second side, extending the left foot back, tucking your left toes under. Left heel should be high. Inhale. Exhale, press back through your heel. Inhale, glide forward, release the stretch. Exhale, number 2. Inhale, back to neutral. This time we're going to add the arms. So kick your right heel back, nice flat back. Your back leg is engaged, so pull your toes towards your nose, keeping your right quad active. If it's in your practice today, add your left arm, thumb up, bicep by your ear. And exhale, elbow to knee, rounding your back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last one. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, back to neutral. Second side, starting with the left leg. Back leg active. And if it's in your practice, add the arm. If it's not, just keep it with the leg. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, right arm extends. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. And inhale, back to neutral. Take any other wiggle that you need, maybe side to side. Get more cat-cows or do some hip circles. And move through some modified chaturangas here. And your next inhale, as you're ready, shift forward to a modified plank so that there's a nice straight line between your shoulders, your hips, and your knees. Exhale, bending the knees, lowering your chest, bending the elbows, lowering your chest all the way down. Inhale, press into your hands slightly, low cobra, lifting the chest just a little bit. Exhale, back to child's pose. Holding for 2 or 3 breaths. Inhale, rise through tabletop position. Holding for the exhale. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift. Low cobra. Exhale, Balasana, child's pose. When you're in child's pose, maybe press into your right hand or press into your left hand, almost pushing your armpit towards the ground. Trying to loosen up the shoulders here. Coming back to center. Inhale to tabletop position. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, glide forward. Drag the exhale all the way down. Inhale, rise to low cobra. And exhale to tabletop position this time. Transitioning to our first downward facing dog. So you're going to start by tucking all 10 toes under. Thighs should be parallel here. Gentle bend in the elbows, rolling the biceps forward, triceps are back. Begin to hover the knees, a little bear plank here. Making any adjustments that you need of your feet. And as you're ready, shift your hips back and high to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, left to right, by bending one knee and then the other. Should feel that same stretch in your calf that we just practiced. And as you're ready, find some stillness. In downward facing dog, try to maintain that gentle bend in your elbows and knees. Your pointer fingers should still be parallel. Thighs should still be parallel. Having a cat tilt of your pelvis. Or excuse me, a dog tilt of your pelvis. Your sit bones are high and wide, lengthening through your spine. Let your head hang heavy. One more full breath in. Complete exhale. Inhale, lift your gaze between your hands and walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat, coming to Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Grab opposite elbows for ragdoll pose here. Bend your knees as much as you need and sway side to side. Allowing the traction of your head to, allowing the weight of your head to provide some traction to your upper body. Coming back to neutral, coming back to stillness. Release the elbows, fingertips towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, hands high. Maybe a gentle back bend. Moving through some sun salutations, exhale, hands to heart. Rolling your shoulders in one direction, and then the other. Release your hands at your side, shake it off. Inhale, hands high, gaze high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back, and then your left. Option to chaturanga, or lower your knees and touch your toes. Lower your chest and your chin, hugging your elbows into your ribs. Inhale, rise. Low cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Shift your hips back, downward facing dog. Holding here for 3 or 4 breaths. Good time to check in on your posture, or just notice any sticky points you might be feeling. Blubber out your lips, releasing tension in your jaw or your face. Inhale, lift your gaze between your hands and walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale through heart center. And release. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale, dive out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. This time, step your left foot back, and then your right, coming to plank. Option to lower knees, chest, chin, or keep the knees lifted for chaturanga. Lower all the way down. Shift over your toes and rise up to low cobra or up dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Holding here for 2 or 3 more breaths. Again, always an option to rest in child's pose or tabletop position or any other comfortable spot. Inhale, lift your gaze between your hands and step your right foot forward behind your right hand. Lower your left knee, untuck your toes. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. And as you're ready, bring your hands to your knees or rise up to Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Try to square your hips to the short edge of your mat, the front of your mat. Rolling the left hip forward, hugging the right hip back. Tucking the tailbone under slightly, lengthening your spine. Inhale, reach up through your fingertips. Exhale, plant your hands and shift your hips back. Calf and little hamstring stretch on the right side. I like to walk my foot forward slightly to try to make the squaring of the hips easier. Draw your toes to your nose, and you should feel a deeper stretch in your hamstring. And if splits are in your practice or half splits are in your practice, you can extend your right leg as you're ready. Inhale, rocking forward, grounding your right foot firmly on the mat. And inhale, slide forward even more, deepening the stretch in your left hip flexor area. Planting your hands, bringing your right foot. Tuck your left toes under, lifting your back knee. Grounding through your left hand. Inhale, sweep your right hand high. Stacking your shoulders, stacking your wrists. Twist here. Inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, plant your right hand. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to rise, low cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding here for 3 breaths. Inhale, lift the gaze. Step the left foot forward behind your left hand. Lower your right knee, untuck your toes. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, bring your hands to your left knee. Sweep them high for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Tuck the left hip back, roll the right hip forward. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Inhale, reach up through your fingertips. Exhale, plant your hands and shift your hips back. Extend your left foot as you need. Keeping your hips square to the short edge. Once you're in your practice and you want to extend your left leg, go ahead. Inhale, rock forward, grounding your left foot. Hold for the exhale. Then inhale, glide forward a little bit more to deepen your stretch in your right hip flexor. Planting through the hands evenly. Tuck your right toes under, lifting your back knee. Grounding your right hand, inhale, sweep your left hand high. Stacking the shoulders, stacking the wrists. Try to keep your left hip in. The tendency when we revolve, when we twist, when we rotate is for the one hip to kind of flare out to the side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant the left hand and step your left foot back, coming to plank. Hold for the inhale. Ride the exhale all the way down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding here for 3 more breaths. Inhale, lift your gaze. Step your right foot forward behind your right hand. Ground your left heel in and down. Bring your hands to your hips and your hands high as you're ready. Rising up to warrior 1. Warrior 1, your right knee is over your ankle. Your left heel is grounded, a little sharp edge. Hug your right hip back, rolling your left hip forward, lengthening through the spine. Inhale, press to extend your right leg, lift up through your fingertips, and then exhale, lengthen as you lower, coming to pyramid. Fingertips to the mat, hips stay square, and let your head hang heavy. Inhale, deep bend in your right knee. Rotate and lift your left heel. Step your right foot back. Exhale all the way down. Inhale to rise. Exhale, Downward facing dog. Moving to the second side here. Inhale, lift your gaze. Step your left foot forward behind your left hand. Ground your right heel in and down. Bring your hands to your hips and your hands high as you're ready. Warrior one. Gentle tuck in your tailbone. Lengthen through your spine. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, press to extend your left leg, reaching up through your fingertips. And exhale, lengthen as you lower, bending at the hips. Any amount. Plant your hands, bend at the left knee, rotate and lift your right heel, step back to plank. Ride the exhale all the way down for our last chaturanga. Inhale, rise to low cobra or up dog. Exhale, balasana, child's pose. Holding here for 2 more breaths. Noticing the difference between our first child's pose and this child's pose. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more fluid. Inhale, rock up to tabletop position. Crossing at the ankles and shift your hips back over your ankles. Extending your feet out in front of you. Lengthening through your spine, hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Any amount. If you have tight hamstrings, you can bend your knees and grab opposite elbows underneath your knees, bringing your thighs closer to your ribs. If you want a deeper stretch, you can stack your forearms on top of your shins and use them as a little pillow, or make your own variation. Inhale 1 vertebrae at a time up to seated position, and then 1 vertebrae at a time lower all the way down. Coming to Shavasana, final relaxation. Big toes face high, grounding through your heels. Your arms can be by your sides, palms face up at a 45-degree angle, or crossed over your belly or your heart. Closing with just 3 breaths. Finding stillness, finding some restorative energy. If you have time to stay in Shavasana for a few more breaths, I invite you to do so. It is time to get back to work. Roll onto your left side using your left arm as a little pillow for your head. Press into your right hand and rise up to a seated position. Anything that's comfortable. Your hands can be on your knees, your thighs, or at heart center. Inhale, deepest breath of the whole day right here. Open mouth exhalation. Moment of gratitude for yourself, for giving yourself this time. I have a moment of gratitude for you, for spending this time with me. And I hope that this wonderful feeling of calm and gratitude carries with you through the rest of the weekend. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.
Thank you, Grace.
You are very, very welcome.